Everybody, I am the Shadow Ninja, as you know, and welcome back to Rage Quit. Today, we are playing Injustice 2 for a very special reason, and that reason is because Starfire has been released. Yes, that is right. All the Combat Pack 1 characters for Injustice 2 have been released. Now we are just waiting for the other characters to make their way into Injustice 2. And I am really hoping that, what NetherRealm was planning to give us as far as characters is going to be pretty good choices. Now, I wasn't as excited for Starfire as I was with Sub-Zero and Red Hood, just because it was kind of a weird concept to think about Starfire being in Injustice, but she definitely fits into the roster because she has a lot of different relationships with different characters, and you can see that when she actually interacts with them in the intro dialogue and in the Clash dialogue, especially between her and Damian Wayne. It was really good. And she also has some dialogue with Red Hood that also is kind of like, oh man, because obviously, as you guys know, in Injustice 2, Dick Grayson, the original Robin, or like the Robin before Damian Wayne, and Nightwing has died. And you know that Dick Grayson is the Robin from Teen Titans, so she obviously is struggling with the loss of the Teen Titans, as well as Raven, as she was being put into the Phantom Zone because she has turned evil. And Beast Boy is still missing. Nobody knows where he is. And Cyborg has also turned to the regime, so she is still struggling with that as well. So she definitely has a lot of different relationships with different characters in this game, and I feel, in my opinion, she does fit quite well into Injustice. This is all of the gear that I have with her so far. As you see, I have an epic gear piece for her chest, and I have some other ones. And I also have some arms. And I have some legs. And I have this thing, this chest piece. Wait one second, I'm going to take these comments off. Or this other thing off, you'll see in a second. Advanced settings and display messages, yeah. There you go, just so you can see a little bit better. And I also have an ability for her called Zahal's Strength, where it gives her the ability to recharge her character power faster. And her character power is like laser beams that come from her hands. And I also have an outfit for her. I'm going to show you. This is the original outfit. This is Starlight of Vega, the two gods, two demons. This is Carrie Anders, alternate. I think this is... No, that's not it. And I have... This is Titan Forever. Blackfire. Yeah, Blackfire as an alternate. Tamandarian Princess. Whoa, my controller died. Every time I start up a broadcast, my controller always dies. Jesus Christ, that's annoying. Sorry about that. We have Tamandarian Princess as an alternate skin. We have Starlight of Vega, which is also what I have right here. It's an alternate version of that. Yeah, that, where she's got purple hair. I'm just going to show you the rest of them. And of course, the two tournament outfits, as I've said before, Starfire and all the other combatants that are going to come back into Injustice 2 are going to have these two. But I am just a little bit disappointed because I thought that Starfire was going to have a premiere skin where it was going to be her twin sister Blackfire, and yeah, it's her twin sister and she's like the evil version of Starfire, and they've always had a rivalry. But I guess it was kind of cool that they... Where is it? Yeah, that they have like an alternate skin for her. And it is kind of cool that her hair kind of changes color. Like she still has the fire that comes from her hair. That kind of looks like Poison Ivy. Just a little bit. But yeah, that's her appearance so far. This is how she originally looks. And this is what I have so far for her. Not a whole lot, but... So right now we are just going to be playing towers. Or I'm going to play the tower version of her. Just... I will... use an AI loadout. Just so you guys can see what her combos look like and stuff, because I can barely pull them off. So this is the tower version where we're going to see her ending and all that stuff. We get to see all of her moves, and maybe if we're lucky she'll be able to do her superpower. If not, then I'll show you guys in a single match.
I have mastered my fears and doubts.
That's what the gas is for.
Please, I thought Trigon would won.
Begin.
As you can see, she's not the best with combos. She's kind of slow starting off, but when she gets into it, she kind of picks it up. Uh-oh. Shit. I like how Scarecrow's gravestone, when he does the super move, says like the name of all the superheroes he's going to do it against, or the supervillains he does it against. Kind of reminds me of Aaron Black from Mortal Kombat X, where he does his X-ray, and he does his X-ray, and he shoots a bullet that like ricochets all across the character's body, and each bullet has his opponent's name on it. And I thought that was really cool. So it's kind of like the same thing. You got to kind of look for it though.
Maybe you should talk to a friend.
A Red Lantern needs no friend.
Poor Atrocitus.
Okay. I think you'll be able to see, but one of her moves involves she uses her hair. Her hair is like all on fire and stuff, and she actually uses her hair to damage her enemies, and I think that's kind of cool. As you saw right there. She didn't really connect it though. Yeah, there's gonna be a clash soon. Or not.
Starfire wins.
Let me check real quick what these comments are. Broadcast settings, view comments. Hey bro, what's up? I came through and dropped you a like. I gotta get back to my stream. Keep grinding. Can you share Play Injustice with me? Oh, no one is watching now.
Family, Diana. Would it be so hard to trust us again? Your gods would have to turn back time.
Begin.
So you also see that she's got some beef with Wonder Woman, because after all, she was one of the people that persuaded Superman to go batshit crazy in Injustice 1. She kinda coaxed him into being what he is now. And because of Superman's rage, it also resulted in the Titans being split up, so she also has resentment towards Superman too.
Try to keep up. Even Trigon couldn't take my heat.
She makes a lot of Trigon references. From Teen Titans. I'm definitely hoping that in the next combat pack or whenever they are coming out that they'll release at least Raven and Beast Boy so that we'll have all the Titans. Obviously you can't release Dick Grayson unless you bring him out as Dead Man, which I really don't agree with the whole Dead Man thing.
Only a coward attacks from a distance.
You made yourself an easy target.
What gave me away?
Some people were complaining about the lack of originality with these intros. You can also hear like some of the dialogue is kind of recycled, and I heard that the people that voiced the characters in this game, the original characters, were going on a strike or something, so that's why they didn't really wasn't really sure if that's the reason why the same lines kept getting recycled even with the new heroes. Batman.
Is this you welcoming me back?
Get your chance to prove yourself.
Your paranoia does not surprise me.
Black Adam.
Thunder does not scare me, Adam. This time I'll redeem myself.
I really do wish that they're gonna have Shazam premiere skin for Black Adam. Even though he's dead, I think it would be really cool if they did make a premiere skin for Shazam with Black Adam. I mean, Joker's dead, and technically Green Arrow's dead in his other universe. Couple of characters in the Injustice story are dead, but they have come back. Scarecrow was originally supposed to be dead in the comics. He did die in the Injustice comics. Joker killed him and took his fear toxin, and that's what he used against Superman. To trick him into killing his family, resulting in him wanting revenge and killing Joker, and then not stopping at that. Captain Cold. Hmm.
You look toasty, as they say.
And we only got one more enemy?
Not some trophy brainiac. Try it and you will get burned.
Alright.
Back in the day, the Spectre would have called for a party at Titan's Tower. The music, the laughter, the mustard with pizza on bottom. These days, I have no party mates. Raven became a servant of Triumph. Cyborg, he joined their ship. Beast Boy has been missing so long, I must assume he was dead. Dick Grayson, he was Christopher Crossed soon. He will never be replaced. And now, all that's left is me, last of the Titans. Dick would not approve of the name. Nobody can. I only overcame the last 10 by coming to Earth and forging new bonds of friendship with the Titans. It is incumbent upon me to repeat history, to forge new bonds of friendship. Maybe they're not my Titans, but the only way I know to honor my lost friends is to make sure that no matter what, there will always be Titans together. After all, I beat Brainiac. That was a victory. And victories call for mustard parties.
Alright, that was a kind of cool ending. I like that. Since the old Titans are gone, new Titans. Supergirl, Blue Beetle, Firestorm, and now Starfire as the new Titans. Alright. And it should give me an alternate skin of Starfire. Here we go. Just like blue. Alright, as you see, there is now another multiverse planet I'm not sure if this alien invasion, it's for 150 hours. It's just a Starfire thing. I haven't beaten this one yet because, yeah, I'm not that good with her as of yet. Gonna try to max her out and then grind a little bit before the time's up. But before it was two planets based solely on one hero. This one for Blue Beetle will give you platinum mother boxes and gear based on that character. And this is the Cape Crusader. Basically, it's just a Batman one. And usually it was just these two, this big one, and then this one. It's kind of like the other two big planets that were focused on a character, but it's like it just gives you a random epic gear instead of like massive amounts of loot boxes and stuff. And then you have this one, which would just be the harder version. But now, since Bizarro came out as a premier skin, you also had this one where it was like the hardest one. Where, well, not the hardest one, but it was like the more, what's the word? Well, it was just better to play this one because it would give you a diamond mother box, random ability. Most of the time, it does give you this option to give you a diamond mother box and a random ability if you beat this one person who is a maxed out player and he's kind of hard to beat. I just use my AI characters to beat him up because I have no patience for losing over and over again. But this one is like the hardest. This one I usually use Harley Quinn with, because she's like one of my most advanced characters. Used to be Batman, but Harley Quinn is more advanced. This is going to refresh in 13 minutes. That's going to refresh in 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 6 hours. And yeah, but I'm not sure if this alien invasion one is going to stay once the multiverse ends. I'm hoping it does. Just as like a third planet for just a specific character, because I do feel like, you know, once you complete these two, that's all you can do. And if you complete all of these, like I have most of these done, I don't really mess with these because it only gives you like one epic gear. But as opposed to this one, if you defeat the highest amount or the highest multiverse, which is like has the most opponents, you'll get like 3 epic gear sets, or like 3 epic gear pieces to a single hero, and you'll have a really good chance of getting a gear set. And then there's just this one where it's like the medium one. But let's go on to single fight, and we'll oh shit, press the wrong button. Let's go into the Brother Eye Vault. Let's just open this real quick, see if it gives me anything. Usually it doesn't, but yep, just some common and rare gear. As you see, I have like 5 million coins. I'm trying to save up. Let's go into single player. Let's go single fight. Actually, no. Let's go into training so I can show you the practice, so I can at least show you her super move.
Starfire.
Let's do it against Robin, because Robin's a piece of shit. Nice. Let's go random.
Fighters approaching Arkham Asylum.
Whoa. Alright. So you have her laser beams. This is just her her ultimate. Yeah, that's her ultimate. That's pretty cool, I think, because it's kind of like, it reminds me of the old Teen Titans, where she throws the enemy up in the air and then she just like throws all of her bolts at the enemy. I think that's kind of what they were going for. But it looks good. I do like it. It's one of the more devastating looking ultimates. I mean, you have Gorilla Grodd's, and it's like, oh my god, really?
Starfire.
I'm gonna show you the dialogue between her and Robin, because it's kind of hostile between her and Robin.
Fighters approaching Brainiac's ship.
Kind of hostile. Not as hostile as it, well, I mean, like, the dialogue between her and...
Batman was right disowning you.
Ooh.
I've got no regrets.
Not even over Dick's murder.
Begin.
Alright, let's retry that so we can see a different dialogue.
You're burning the wrong bridges.
I want none with Dick Grayson's killer.
It was an accident.
Begin.
Alright, that's the most common one that you get. She doesn't really have much to say to Robin, but what she does say is she doesn't want anything to do with him because he was the reason why Dick Grayson is dead. And, yeah, it's cool, but I do think that her dialogue with Cyborg is kind of too friendly. A lot of people said that it's too friendly. Because she's supposed to resent him for joining the regime. But instead it's like they're just friends, which I get it, but like...
I am a lover and fighter.
The whole thing with Starfire and Cyborg is that Cyborg joined the regime because he thought that Starfire and Beast Boy were dead. They don't really show that. They just show them being friends, which kind of bothers me because it doesn't really connect with the story. Yeah, you little bitch.
Starfire wins.
I will give you an example of that right now. Between her and Cyborg.
Cyborg. Fighters approaching Brainiac's ship.
Again?
Titans together.
Careful you don't strain yourself.
I observe proper stretching technique.
Begin.
Let's do that again. Rematch so we can see the different dialogue.
Good to see you, Victor.
Need some tech support?
I need some warm-up exercise.
You see, like that pisses me off. Because they're not supposed to be friends. Or they are, but it's like, she's supposed to be a little bit pissed at him because he joined the regime, which just is like a destructive Justice League. Which is basically like a Justice League / Death Squad. And after Cyborg thought that she was dead for so long, she's supposed to like come back like, dude, what are you doing? You're working with Superman, and Superman's a bad guy now, so like, what's going on? Oh, I didn't mean to jump. Ba-boom! Ah, shit. Uh-oh. Ha ha ha! Damn it, I just want to grab you. Let me grab you. That's also her grab move.
Starfire wins.
As far as for these other characters, I really can't give a good prediction. I know that the one in the bottom left-hand corner has got to be Manta. There's no doubt about it. I think they've even said that it was Manta. Because it's like, you know, Ed Boon will kind of play with us a little bit, and he'll trick us into thinking that it's one character, and then it turns out being a character completely different. But there's no way that you can fool us with that, because that is definitely Manta. And plus, we don't have an Aquaman villain in this game, or not that I know of, because I don't really know the lore of the super villains. You know, they could be super villains for a lot of things. Like, you know, we have Cheetah for Wonder Woman, we have Deadshot, Bane, Scarecrow, Poison Ivy, Joker, Harley Quinn. Now we got Red Hood, Catwoman. You know, those are a lot of Batman villains, like a lot of Batman villains. And then we have Green Lantern's villain, Atrocitus. We have Captain Cold, who is also a Flash villain. We got Supergirl, well, she's not a villain, but, you know, Swamp Thing, he's kind of like a neutral. Dr. Fate, he's also neutral in this game. He isn't really a hero. And we got Darkseid. And then, of course, Brainiac and Gorilla Grodd. And yeah, but we don't have any Aquaman villains. And I think people would like to see Manta. They would like to see, well, they've said ever since Injustice 1, they want to see Manta, Black Manta, come back in. The one right next to Starfire has got to be Adam. He's like that character that can shrink down. The one right below Starfire has been getting a lot of hate for what he could be. Since Sub-Zero came out, nobody wants to see another Mortal Kombat character come in. I think that if Sub-Zero was the only Mortal Kombat character in this game, it would be special towards him, like Scorpion was in Injustice 1. Scorpion came in and I was like, oh my god! Like, I know, like, they're both owned Mortal Kombat and Injustice were both owned by NetherRealm Studios and was developed by NetherRealm Studios, but I never thought that they would actually merge the universes. But then again, you have DC versus MK, but I didn't know a lot about that game back then. But I was like, oh my god, that's really, really cool. And, you know, I wasn't definitely not expecting Scorpion to be a character. And the same thing with Sub-Zero. I thought, you know, like, they just want to keep the both universes separate. And then I saw the Combat Pack 1 trailer, and I was like, oh my god, Sub-Zero. They actually took the idea from Injustice 1 and put it into Injustice 2 with a similar yet very, very different character. And Sub-Zero actually has a purpose in this game. He comes in and he tells all the combat characters, well, he tells all the characters that they need to prepare for combat and that something larger than anything that they've ever experienced is coming, which could be foreshadowing Injustice mix with Mortal Kombat, resulting in an MK versus DC 2. Now, we know that the MK vs. DC first game was absolute garbage because of the lack of violence. It was just heroic brutalities. Oh my god, it was awful. And the fatalities that were in the game, really, really bad. But they had to keep it kind of kid-friendly because, you know, you can't be slicing Batman's head off. You can't be ripping out Superman's heart. You know, I don't think it really is even possible to rip out Superman's heart without kryptonite anyway. And I'm pretty sure that Sub-Zero did not have kryptonite stashed under his whatever he was using. But I got off track. But the one below Starfire, I don't think it's Raiden. I think it's another character, or that Raiden is going to be a premiere skin for another character. I've said it in another video that I heard that maybe, you know, Ed Boon wants to do something that we've never seen before, like the alien in MKX, where we saw, you know, Baraka, and then all of a sudden an alien chestburster came out. We all thought that the next character was going to be Baraka, but it turned out being a xenomorph version of Baraka. And now that the premiere skins are kind of popular in this game, I mean, we have Superman and Bizarro. They're both the same characters, but with different dialogues and different voice actors, different everything. They're still the same character. They count as the same character, but with minor differences that make it its own character, such as Captain Cold and Mr. Freeze, or Vixen and Cheetah, Superwoman or Supergirl and Power Girl, Grid and Cyborg. You know, they're all the same but different in their own way. So I think that maybe the next character that's going to come out instead, if it is not Raiden, will probably be Static Shock. And Static Shock is an old character. I used to watch the TV show all the time. It was awesome. But people have kind of forgot about Static Shock, and people have already been giving hints, especially the people from NetherRealm have already been giving hints that he could be a potential character in the game, but I do not think if Static Shock is going to be put into the game and Raiden is going to be put into the game, we already have like a lot of Lightning characters such as Black Adam, and if they do what I hope they're going to do and make a Shazam premiere skin, that would be 2 Lightning characters already. Like I said, they're both the same character but different characters at the same time. Then you would have Static Shock and Raiden. Those are 2 completely different characters. So I think if they were smart and they wanted to incorporate both Static Shock and Raiden, they would just make it the same character. Because you know that Raiden's probably not going to be a premiere skin for Black Adam, because I'm not sure if Raiden can fly or any of that shit. And, when he uses his super move and he says, Shazam! Like, what's Raiden gonna say? Mortal Kombat! No, I'm just kidding. But as far as Manta goes and Adam goes, I believe that is those are the only characters that I know for sure that those characters are going to be. They had to have known that people were going to say automatically, that's Raiden, that's Adam, as soon as they came out with this new selection of characters that were shaded out. And with Raiden, I think it's just a troll. I think that they came out with the combat pack and then they had the Raiden in the background and people were going to go, ah, fuck, are you kidding me? Raiden, 2 Mortal Kombat characters? Nobody wants to see that. And then they're going to completely blindside us with a character that we don't even, or that we aren't even ready for, and Raiden's going to be a premiere skin for that. It was said that in another video that maybe Raiden will come into the battle like in the Combat Pack 1. I keep calling it Combat Pack 1 because I just want to. But you see how Starfire came in, Red Hood came in, Sub-Zero came in, and they all went head-on into each other. I'm thinking that the 3 new characters that are going to be released will be player number 1, player number 2, then Raiden will come in, and then he'll get knocked out of the arena by Static Shock, and then, or somebody like him, and then Raiden and that other character will share a character slot together, and Raiden will either be your premiere skin, but it could very just teasing things on Twitter about Raiden and new graphics and maybe some fatalities here and there, like good ones this time, and a better storyline. And I'm thinking that maybe it may be Injustice versus Mortal Kombat game, because they're setting it up just like that. Sub-Zero's invading the Injustice world and saying you need to prepare for combat, and in the Mortal Kombat game, Raiden died, turned bad or something, and he's like, oh, I'm the protector of Earthrealm, blah, 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 and he's all evil now or something. And, yeah, that's my spiel on the other characters. The other 3 characters on this list, the one next to Sub-Zero, the one diagonal from the bottom left towards Sub-Zero, I'm not sure. People were saying that the one, like, diagonal from Sub-Zero was going to be like Enchantress or something, but like, come on, another Suicide Squad member. It all relates back to Batman. No more Batman heroes, please. The only Batman supervillain that I think could make a really, really good impression into this game would be Killer Croc, and I am not sure that he's going to be in this game at all, honestly. He's already in an area transition, but at the same time, you could say the same thing for Black Manta. But Black Manta is clearly going to be in the game, because look at his silhouette. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. If it would be anybody, if Killer Croc would be anybody on the list or in the shaded characters, it would probably be the one next to Sub-Zero, because he's got the build for it. Either that or the one diagonal from Starfire, but like, he's a little bit too skinny. People were also speculating that one of these characters will be Ra's al Ghul, yet again, another Batman villain. But I guess only time will tell. We do have to wait for the other Combat Pack trailer to come out. I mean, Starfire did just come out yesterday or today, or maybe even 2 days ago. I haven't really been on PSN for like 2 days or something because something was going wrong with my internet. But she, in retrospect, she just came out, so it's gonna probably be a while before we get any news on the new combat pack characters, and we're probably just gonna have to wait. Premiere skins, 16 maybe. There are going to be a lot of premiere skins, and of course we're going to have to buy them with source crystals, and I know if I don't have enough by the time, you know, a premiere skin comes out, I'm probably going to buy the pack or whatever, the microtransactions. It's whatever, as long as we get to play as that character. And it's just going to make Injustice bigger than it actually is, because when you think about it, you know, in terms of characters, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, because of the other Green Lantern, 28, 29, 30 for J. Derek, or I don't know what his name is, and Reverse Flash. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Already, we already have 40 characters. 40 individual characters, but some of them might be in the premiere skin pack. And I personally am hoping that they make another premiere skin, or a premiere skin for Sub-Zero. Whether it be Reptile or Scorpion. One of the other ninjas. I think Scorpion will be really easy. I mean, you just do what you did with Bizarro and switch the superpowers and give him another voice actor. But since Scorpion's already been done, I highly doubt that he's going to be put into this game as a premiere skin for a DLC character. But what I'm getting at is there are going to be a lot of other characters that are going to be added into this game on top of the 6 new ones that we're already getting for the Season Pass. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys weren't too annoyed with my spiel on who the characters are and what characters we're going to get next. But I do think that what they're doing with this game right now is really good. I mean, they're fixing little things. They're taking care of the fan base. I mean, besides the intro dialogue, originality, you know, it's whatever. Whether that strike thing is going on, whether it's true, whether it's just a rumor, whatever, it's gonna definitely be a bigger game than it is right now when the other combat pack comes out, you know, and the second one, the third one comes out. Usually they don't have 3 combat packs at the same time, but this is Injustice, and it's not Mortal Kombat, so it's gonna be a little bit different, but the same. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and once again, hope you guys weren't too annoyed with my spiel. I have a tendency to just talk on and on and on and nerd out about simplest things. But overall verdict of Starfire, I do like her. She does seem kind of like a zoner. But when I actually program her AI character into combats and rushdown, she does do a pretty good job with that too. I'm going to keep grinding with her and keep trying to level her up as much as I can and get new epic gear, because I really want to finish off this multiverse fighting against Grid. I tried today and it was awful. I just got my ass kicked. And just checking that. That's a Poison Ivy one. I don't really mess with Poison Ivy. I have most of her stuff. Titans go. Woohoo. Yeah. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, then like it. Like it right now. And if you want to see more, and if you guys want to stay updated with what I'm making, then press the subscribe button and wait for me to make another video, fools. Yes, I sometimes play Godzilla. Sadly. I'm getting there. I'm almost at Platinum. And I'm trying so hard to just get rid of that game as fast as I can, but the Platinum is so easy. I used to play Bloodborne. I played Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, and now I'm starting to play Neo, which is like a samurai version of Dark Souls, and it's pretty cool. When Star Wars Battlefront 2 comes out, oh my god, I'm going to be playing that like a madman. And, of course, Injustice. For every new character or new thing that comes out, I'll be making a video so you guys can stay updated with me about that. But thank you for watching, and have a good day. Have a good night whenever you guys are going to be watching this. Let me just look at the comments real quick. Can you share Play Injustice with me? Hey bro, what's up? I came through, dropped you a like, can you? I would use Starfire's thong for my dental floss. Huh, okay. Nice to know. Alright, see you later guys. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.